What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. It's time for another episode of 7 on Sunday, and today I'm going to be talking about 7 tearjerkers, 7 sad songs that might just bring a tear to your eye. Now, if this episode's a little bit shorter than usual, it's because I'm about to go out of town, and you're watching this probably while I am out of town for Van's Warped Tour. I just happen to be wearing a Van shirt. There's a Spotify playlist to go along with the video today, linked in the description down below, so if you would like to see any of these 7 songs that I count down in my episode, or some additional ones from the likes of Harry Styles, Coldplay, Fall Out Boy, A Day to Remember, The Main, and All Time Low, then you can see that in the description. Check out that playlist. So today, as I talk about these songs, keep in mind these are not the only sad songs out there, but these are ones that I have just maybe personally found to be very sad, heartbreaking in a different way, or something that just seemed completely void of hope. So let me know what you think of the list in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like while you're here, and let's kick off the countdown.
I'll dissolve when the rain pours in. When the nightmares take me, I will scream with the howling wind, 'cause it's a bitter world and I'd rather dream.
First up, we have my boy Adam Young, aka Owl City, coming through with probably his saddest song that he's ever written. It's called Lonely Lullaby, and I believe it was like an overseas bonus track or something like that, and then it was released as a standalone single to digital retailers like Spotify, so it's available to stream now, but for the longest time, it was something that I just had to download because you really couldn't find it. But I personally connected with this song just because you could hear the emotion as these gentle pianos roll, and Adam's voice is always something that's going to be soft, caressing, maybe even vulnerable at times, and here he seems very vulnerable. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this song is about. A lot of times Adam's songs are kind of hard to place because they are a little bit all over the place, but he's very much on track here, and to one point it seems to be heartache or else heartbreak. For me personally, whenever I listen, I feel like it's one of those piano ballads that really just pulls at the heartstrings because you can feel some sort of pain. Even if you're not exactly sure what it is, you know that it's there.
In a place where we don't have a prayer, there's a tether that's keeping me there.
I always have positive things to say about the voice of Miss Lauren Mayberry of Churches, and here she comes through vulnerable as ever once again. And I see this as being a song about getting away from a toxic relationship. And if you know anything about the band Churches, you might know on their single Leave a Trace from the newest album Every Open Eye, she addressed head-on the issues of her toxic and really abusive relationship, and the demise and her getting out, just pushing that away. And thank God that she got away from that, but Tether is the moment where I feel like she is just cutting that off. She's attached to this person because you see all of those good times, and maybe you've been in a relationship like that, or maybe unfortunately are, and you see the person for the good that they have in them, but at the same time you know that the hurt inside of you is building up more and more, and it's hurting you and really killing you the longer you stay. And Tether builds, and it's kind of a light synthesizer, airy 80s feel to the track. Churches are known for that, but what really strikes here is the way that the song progresses going forward. You think maybe it's going in one direction, and you hear those kind of knocking synths in the background just kind of skittering around over the light percussion and that sort of thing, and it skips forward, but then you see this ultimate just overwhelming swell, and the synthesizers go all out 80s mode, and it's spectacular. I do love that part of the song, but I kind of see this as the part where it changes its course, and you maybe start to brighten up a bit because you feel like this person has realized she's feeling capable of seeing the end. But at the same time, I see it as, you know, she sings, I'm feeling capable of, but the way that it sounds, it almost seems like she's saying feeling incapable, like not able to do something. So I love that. Maybe it's a hidden meaning, maybe it's like the mind is tortured between which way to go, which hole to jump down, and it's, are you capable of doing this or are you not? And that whole battle just plays out throughout the musicality and the lyrics of this song.
Just being dramatic, in fact, I'm only at it again as an addict with a pen who's addicted to the wind as it blows me back and forth, spineless and pretend. Of course I'll be here again, see you tomorrow, but it's the end of today, end of my ways. As a walking denial, my trial was filed as a crazy suicidal head case.
Come on, you know I had to put a 21 Pilots song on here. These dudes are emo as f***, at least in the lyrical content. Obviously, Tyler Joseph has written so many beautiful songs, ones that have helped tons of people, and I respect them for that. I think that the fan base has gotten a little bit out of control, and that's why I often don't talk about them in my videos, but hey, here we are talking about them today. I know that fans are gonna be like, oh, you didn't include this one, or this one, or this one. I've just personally always really liked this one, and I listened through some of their other songs like Forest and Kitchen Sink, The Pantaloon, and I chose this one because I feel like it's meant a lot to Tyler Joseph over the years. It's one that they still embrace playing in a live setting, at least in the form of a medley, and he comes through with some lyrics that definitely seem like he's guilty of something, whether it be something in a relationship or to God or whoever. Obviously, the guys are both Christians, both religious, and I feel like that definitely more was heavily involved in their early days, and this was on the self-titled album in 2009, and I think that this is kind of a moment where they really said to themselves, like, this is what we're going to be as a band. They started mixing the rapping, the singing, some more of the electronics, and the swells in the music, and the big spikes and energy, at least in terms of like the rap verse, and I really do enjoy that. I think that the song has moments of clarity where he can see his way out, but at the same time, it seems like there's a force trapping him in. I don't know, you guys probably have a lot more theories on it than I do, so sound off in the comments. I had to put something TOP on this list.
'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life, trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die.
This one's pretty simple. It says it right off the bat, and I played you the little preview there. It's something that you can't change. It's inevitable. You're a slave to your money, and then you die. You work hard, maybe the majority of us do at least, and you keep grinding, and then eventually you die. It's the sad reality, but it's what you do in the in-between that makes it count. But whenever listening to this song, it's something that sometimes I'm just like, wow. That's it, isn't it? That's no matter what I do, eventually I'm just going to die. So hopefully I can build something that I leave behind. Maybe I made an impact on other people, and that's really all there is to it. I hope that I am doing that, and I hope that I can continue to do that in the future, because if not, this song really is depressing as hell.
If I can't trust you, then damn it, Hannah. There's no future, there's no answer. Though we live on the US dollar, you and me, we got our own sense of time.
Hannah Hunt is my favorite song from Vampire Weekend's Modern Vampires of the City. It was a record that definitely took a little while to grow on me though, but Hannah Hunt from the start definitely had me hooked. It has those sad lyrics, but I didn't realize how sad they were for a while. It seems like somebody may be trying to hold on to a relationship once again. They're going around collecting the firewood to stoke the fire. They're on a vacation, they're on a beach somewhere, but I think a lot of it is metaphor for saying we're trying to spark things up whenever we know that there's really nothing left. The instrumental in its latter stages definitely takes a turn towards the end of the song. It starts off as kind of this somber piano thing. He's twinkling around on the keys, kind of floating with an atmosphere of the tune, and the vocals are definitely at the forefront of this one, which you're paying attention to. But then the drums, a little bit of guitar, a little bit of bass alongside that piano pops in towards the end of the song and really makes it stand out, and the fervor and the passion in the lyrics as he sings, "If I can't trust you, then damn it, Hannah," seems that much more of a powerful statement. Something where you're losing your mind over this, wondering, how am I going to keep this relationship going? How am I going to keep my sanity and you keep yours? Are we just going to call this off or what? Because it seems like maybe it's been a waste of time.
I've been chasing after dreamers in the clouds. After all, wasn't I the one who said to keep your feet on the ground? Man, you really brought me back down.
Oh man, I definitely let out some tears whenever I listen to this one the first few times, and it still gets me sometimes whenever I'm playing this one, especially if I'm in the car, at night, or even just relaxing in my studio and it comes on. This is one of those songs that is kind of monumental for Hayley Williams and for Paramore. It's a slow acoustic tune, but it sees her kind of relating everything that's been going on the past few years, and as we know even more now, it seems like she was going through something with her soon-to-be probably ex-husband, Chad Gilbert. On 26, she talks about about somebody who's brought her back down, whether it be an ex-bandmate or something that just leveled her, whether it be her crippling anxiety or depression that she was going through, and maybe nobody that she used to be able to turn to, like Jeremy Davis or Chad Gilbert, was there for her. Maybe they turned their backs on her, and she feels like even though she did everything she could to make things even, to make things right, that it's all just falling apart. And what kills me is whenever she sings the line relating to her own lyrics from Brick by Boring Brick, "Wasn't I the one that said to keep your feet on the ground? Man, you really brought me down." And that's just a crushing blow.
And with a sad heart I say bye to you and wave, kicking shadows on the street for every mistake that I had made. And like a baby boy I never was a man, till I saw your blue eyes cry and I held your face in my hand.
I hope those of you who do have a mother figure in your life don't take that relationship for granted, and I feel like Justin, the lead singer of Blue October, would definitely attest to that. The song Hate Me is all about his relationship with his mom and the way that he pushed her, the way that he pushed himself. He was using drugs, he was drinking, he was in this state of a haze where she was really the only one keeping him from killing himself, because he had all of these suicidal thoughts and saying the one thing that always kept us apart is the one thing I won't touch again. This song is a plea. It's a promise, it's a guarantee, and it's something that still kind of knocks me off my feet to this day. The heartbreak of a mother, seeing somebody relapse, fall into something over and over again. What are you gonna do? They're your child, you're torn on what to do. So this hurts for two different reasons. Not only because you're interested in the person that is being hurt, possibly the mother, but also for the protagonist, the main character here, Justin, and what he's doing and how he's trying to correct it. So that's the end of the list. Did any of these songs make you tear up, or do you think they will if you listen to them in the future? Definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know what songs make you cry. That sounds terrible. It sounds like I'm trying to find out your weaknesses. I'm not, I promise. I'm just genuinely interested because of the topic of this video. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you're able to, support me on Patreon. It's that top link in the description. It helps videos like this keep coming on a monthly basis. If you are interested in supporting on Patreon, it's the annotation over in the corner of the screen. If you would like to, click right here, see last week's episode of SOS, or a recent video that I did on the channel by clicking right here. Other than that, you can find me at all of my socials linked in the description, and I'll see you very soon for more videos right here on Beyond ARTV.